You have to have a certain level of opulence when you're combating people that have sociopath and psychopath tendencies because, here in America, there are 350 suspects of being serial killers. 90% of them are truck drivers.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. You know what time it is.
So yeah, big homie, if we get out here, I'm gonna have you do that big homie shit, man.
On the grave, all right.
If you've been paying attention to the news, bro, Tanner Horner, you know about that, the little girl that got killed, which was
By the truck driver dude.
I don't want to say her name wrong. Anita, I think that's the little girl's name. Yeah. You see some shit like this, right? And being in the field that you were in,
right? And
they give them the death penalty. What is your thoughts on that? Do you feel like we should smoke them now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's how I be thinking. I be like, man, I kill that nigga over and over again.
Oh man. Okay. I'll say this. Rest in peace.
Say that for you too.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the child.
Right.
A lot of times, what I've seen is when a child or a woman begins to scream or writhe in pain, the assailant panics, and that leads to a murder. Mm-hmm. Now, over the next few months, we're gonna see legislation get put into place for public hangings to come back, firing squads to come back, and chemical castration.
Yeah.
So, shout out Tim Burchett, congressional rep. Shout out Matt Gaetz, another senator that I work with. They want to have mandatory chemical castration if you are on a sex offender list at all.
Thanks.
Chemical castration means your penis will never get hard again.
Right.
You eating pussy all night, it's over with. You see what I'm saying? You a straight carpet muncher for life. That's gonna get wild. You see what I'm saying? And then, public hangings may actually come back. You have to have a certain level of opulence when you're combating people that have sociopath and psychopath tendencies because, here in America, there are 350 suspects of being serial killers. 90% of them are truck drivers. Then, what did we see a rise in? During the Biden administration, we seen hundreds of thousands of truck drivers that couldn't even speak English, that came from third world countries. Most of them were convicted of murder in the country they came from. So, how do you think people will feel if they see a pedophile getting hanged in the street? Some people say outrage, but having the black people here all the time. And there was no outrage. I'm a supporter of it, I would vote for that.
Me too.
The only thing that scares me about that sex offender list, bro, man, you see a lot of the young dudes get put on that whole just, like, I met a lot of young 17, 18-year-olds who get put on that list for pissing in the park. or fucking with a 14-year-old for statutory, and they just, bro, and I've seen a motherfucker end itself because they didn't want to be on that list. You know what I'm saying? And they don't be knowing what it's gonna do to their life. They, you young, you just getting some pussy.
For sure. This is why I'm adamant about the family structure being still in this country amongst black people, because our grandfathers and them, the only females they saw was on the way to work, at church, back home from work. Like this phone, this is the Google of horrors.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? At any given time, you can pull this scroll whore. OnlyFans,
Or.
porn.
Back page.
You know, Backpage. You know, girls got Twitter,
Facebook.
porn, Facebook, porn. So now we live in an era where, you know, monogamy amongst men is something that, you know, you gotta be pretty dedicated to pull that off. But here's the problem. What do women have in their hand all the time?
Phone.
She's not gonna say no every time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you can't beat this phone, and then you gotta conquer yourself.
You gotta come to yourself.
Your inner me in order to be an adequate, significant other. And then you gotta pay for everything. Yeah. So that's gonna cause you to feel like, I'm getting pussy today. Shit like this happens.
Right.
But where does the line get blurred when you decide, you know what, I'm gonna go after this 15-year-old?
Right.
That's the problem now, because the most alarming thing to me is like several times, like I'll go on a retrieval and I find out that there's a woman in the family who's enabling pregnant. For sure. And I heard a lady say, she said, why would I feel bad for her when I was married at 13?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take another 50 years to even truly combat this problem, because less than 60 years ago, it was legal to have a 12-year-old wife.
Man, it's so crazy you said that. I worked with a young lady. She said, I was married at 13, had my first baby when I was 14. I was 15, pregnant again, and I had a full-time job. And she was like, he was 30. She was from Mexico. I was like, how do you that type of trauma is like
Crazy, bro.
And she's like, and I mean, and I want to say it was traumatic because it's traumatic me listening, but to her, that was just, she wasn't fucked up about it. Or she didn't know she needed to be fucked up about it.
This is why I'm critical of certain religions. Like, let's take Islam, for example. Muhammad was a slave trader, a warlord, and he had a 6-year-old wife. Khadijah was his 40-year-old wife, who actually was the one who wrote the Quran. Why would an all-seeing force give a literate man with a 6-year-old wife the religion to lead the world? Why would he do that? Does that make sense? Then he said that he seen the archangel Michael in the cave who gave him the Quran. Over 100 times in the Christian Bible, the archangel Michael said, "Fear not, for I am a servant of the Lord. I will not harm you." Mm-hmm. Whoever he is, why was he in a cave in the dark? Sound like he met a jinn to me, or a demon. Mm-hmm. So, when I see like certain things, it's like a lot of those guys, like, they martyr themselves because they feel like they finna go to heaven with 72 virgins.
Facts.
And then, you think to yourself as a man, like, I don't think I really want a virgin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
I want you to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really trying to, you got to think about these things. The truth is indeed stranger than fiction, for sure. And in moments of high strangeness, the only way to combat weird shit is being a man. Hold on,
Yeah.
Me and Rook, I was talking about, when we watch gangster movies, like, man, the gangster nigga, he had the wife, he had the bitch, but he went home every night. And that bitch better not say, he better not get it. She better not get in the business. She better not come in here trying to get, he's like, nigga, they would take care of you if you came.
Oh, my soul.
So, we're gonna let you get out of here because I know we've been doing it a while, but just one more. Bunkers. People are building a lot of bunkers they feel like it's the end of the world coming. What's going on with that? I know you can look at that.
So the Obama administration put in legislation to prepare the country for a solar flare. People didn't pay attention to this. All right, here we go. All throughout history, there are periods of time where we find these underground cities and caves and caverns that would house thousands of people. This is because the old world is indeed under the ocean. It's on the ocean floor. If you go to the top of the Himalayan mountains, you're going to see fossilized oysters, invertebrates, oysters that are 8 feet wide. You know, oysters can live up to 500 years old. You see what I'm saying? So if the top of the Himalayan mountains at one time was on the ocean floor, Buddhist monks talk about a time before the moon was even in the sky. They also speak about seeing explosions on the moon. When the moon arrived, there was a flood. This has happened before. This is why you hear about Atlantis. The Younger Dryas took place. That's about 12,000 years ago. And something happened. There are ancient ruins all over the map. And on the ocean floor, you see these ruins. The white human showed up on Earth 7,000 years ago. Before that, there was no white pigment person on the planet. The layers in their skin showed up in the Scandinavian mountains 7,000 years ago. So that means that whoever created Atlantis probably looked like us. Because it's almost like we're a species with amnesia. Like we don't really remember our true history, so we clash through tribalism. People are building bunkers because a pole reversal is going to happen. A solar flare is going to happen. And then the subterranean is probably going to be your best bet. But it's kind of hard to focus on this when the light bill is hitting. You see what I'm saying?
So for those who don't know what a solar flare is, that's an extinction level event.
100%.
So will we even be safe in underground bunkers?
Well, that's why you see the chemtrails in the sky every day, because they're putting certain chemicals like aluminum into the sky to reverse the effects of the solar flare. They're planning for this.
Mm.
I probably wasn't supposed to say that. Well, yeah.
Nah, they put it on. It was a nigga on IG the other day. They showed him just in the sky. It ain't even no secret no more.
That's what's going on. And if your species cannot handle the sun, a solar flare is probably gonna be really bad for you.
Yeah. Man, everybody in the comments, go look up solar flare. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Niggas is cooked anyway, so you just continue to get money. Get money.
Yes, sir. That's all. Financial freedom is our only hope.
Hey, man, y'all got any shout outs?
Free Dugas, man. Free the guy. Shout out Stain. Shout out Killer Kills.
Shout out Killer Kill. Shout out Stain. Free Dugas.
And Bob the Goat.
Free Kojak.
Has anybody ever hit you on dice? Have you ever got hit on dice?
No, I ain't lost to nobody. I'm undefeated. Please don't be more tired.
I'm tired of winning.
Oh, yeah. We finna go gamble somewhere. He ain't tired.
And to all the fans, man. Go.
Man,
All the fans.
Trump, do you have an IG that
Yeah. My IG Wonder Trump, and I got a YouTube Wonder Trump, Facebook Wonder Trump, Thread Wonder Trump, TikTok Wonder Trump.
And y'all know me on Bob the Goat, IGBOB_BAGOAAT, Facebook Bobby Smith with Bob the Goat. I got 2 pages. TikTok Bob the Goat, I guess I don't be knowing. But kitty crack.
Let's go.
And all you got to do is Google Big Homie CC, and he's gonna pop up.
Shout out Big Homie, man.
With that being said, we just like to thank y'all for coming and sitting down with us. Some outstanding members.
For sure.
Man, we just love to come and talk to y'all, man. Hey, we ain't gotta say it, man, but y'all already know what time it is. Big Homie, Bob the Goat, Wonder Trump. Y'all are real life street stars.
Real life.
Starz.